Helen Keller was born in a small town in Alabama in 1880. When she was 2 years old, she became ill, and day after day, her fever stayed high. Her mother noticed that her eyeballs did not move when she swammed her hand in front of her face. Later, Helen did not even pay attention when her mother used to call her. Then her mother came to know that Helen was both blind and deaf. Helen grew into a little girl. She was a bright little girl. Some people thought that Helen could not learn anything. Her mother did not agree. "Helen is very smart," she said, and added, "The problem is, how can we reach her? She is locked up inside herself." Helen began to grow wild. She would not let anyone comb her hair. Her clothes were always dirty. She was often angry. Sometimes she even lay on the floor and kicked her feet. When Helen was 7 years old, her parents thought that they should find a teacher for her. Miss Sullivan, a young teacher, agreed to help Helen to learn to see the world. Miss Sullivan gave Helen a doll. D-O-L-L spells doll. She spelled the word with her fingers into Helen's hand. She made the letters with special hand signs. Helen copied her teacher and spelled D-O-L-L too. She liked Miss Sullivan. She was strict but kind. She spelled a lot of words to Helen on her hand, day and night, to make Helen understand. One day her teacher made Helen put her hand into running water. Then she spelled W-A-T-E-R. Suddenly Helen understood that water meant something wet running over her hand. She understood that words were the most important things in the world. Words would tell her everything she wanted to know. By that time, Helen learned sign language. She learned, read, and wrote in Braille. Helen was taught to read the speech of others with her fingers. At the age of 16 years, Helen attended college. Helen graduated in 1904 with honors. She started writing books. She became a really successful woman. She was a blind, deaf writer and a disability educator. She was learned. She knew 5 different languages, including English, French, German, Latin, and Greek. She died in 1968. She was 89 years old then.